Portland is my favorite parish because of its lushness and access to beaches, cool rivers, and the Blue Mountains. You really get a full island experience in the small parish of Portland. We journeyed there to meet Maurice Lee, a Maroon and the CEO of the Kromanti Experience. Maroons are slaves that fought for their freedom and gave the British hell in an 80-year-long war. They are freedom fighters with a strong history. The Maroons occupy sovereign territory in Jamaica, and they operate as a state within a state, meaning Jamaican laws do not apply to them. They settle their grievances among themselves. The term they use for someone who's not a Maroon is outsider. Yes, even me, a born and bred Jamaican, is called an outsider. We had to receive special permission to step foot on Maroon territory. Let's walk. We hiked to Nanny Falls, and along the way, Maurice teaches us how his ancestors used plants for medicine and in warfare.
Our ancestors used to use it on the back of field.
Yeah, I use that in soup.
Yeah.
It's very good
So,
soap?
yeah, so you get the juice from it. And you'll squeeze it in the cut to stop the bleeding. So ancestors used to use it on the back of field. When we in our farm and them places, we use it as well. Call it quaffle bush. Yeah, man, that's straight, yeah. This right here, so it's called the carcoon vine.
Oh.
So you used to wrap them body in it and hide in the bushes from the British so they could be able to say it's the first camouflage that ever exists. Like our ancestors are the ones who really created the guerrilla warfare tactics. They team up with the Taino Indians who were here on the island first. And then when the Africans came, they then bond together. So the Tainos really and truly the first Maroons, if you ask me. Because the name was Cimarron, which is a Spanish name for wild and untamed. So that is when they and the Spanish used to war. More recently, I've studied and I've learned there was a word called Cimarron, which is the Taino word for the fight of the spear. So I don't know, based on the war between the Spaniards and the Tainos, they may hear the Tainos speaking about Cimarron, think that is the name, and start calling them Cimarroons and give it a meaning, say wild and untamed and all of that. So, and then now the English, when they got the word Cimarron, then they turn it into Maroon. So it's the Tainos and the Africans that came together to make the Maroon, because the Tainos, they knew the terrain, and the Africans, then they have the fighting skills.
Today is Heroes Day, national holiday in Jamaica, and we're here at Nanny Falls. We're in Moortown, the home of Queen Nanny. So tell us the significance of Queen Nanny and the space here to the Maroon culture.
Queen Nanny, really and truly, she is one of the first African liberators to oppose the British. In that time, the British control like quarter of the earth. So they have massive resources and so forth. And a lady, laid a handful of, warriors in the mountains here in Little Jamaica here. And, she was victorious. So if you think about somebody like that, that's just a small sand grain, to the heap to what she really was. She was a military leader. She was a strategist. A lot of things that they have out there right now using, where warfare is concerned, they learned it from the Maroons. And when you go anywhere now, you see her name, military leader, skilled in guerrilla warfare. So a person like that, of course, being a descendant of her, would have to find some time within the year. Or even though I celebrate her every day, but it's for family to gather within the community and celebrate her. And what best day to do it, like Heroes Day, which she's the only female national heroine in Jamaica. So
so tell us about the falls.
All right, so the falls, it's a warrior sanctuary. It carries its spiritual energy. A lot of people come here. Legend speaks of it being a space where ancestors used to come before and after battle. So before battle, they will come and have a warrior you know, like ritual and
Circle.
thing.
Oh, great.
And you know, they have a little strategy when them come on the Kromanti Experience. I tell them more about what go on there. So.
Yes.
But then there's the after battle part of it when they will come and you know they will like cleanse before they go back to integrate with them family, because you know our granny would have tell us say, like you come from party or you come from outer road, you have to sit down on the veranda and breeze off and left the dopey out the door.
Yes.
You know, that meaning
Yes.
leave that negative energy outside. So it's the same order. You know what I mean? They will
Okay.
cleanse before them go back, you know, to integrate with them family. I remember you come from war, you kill, you know, a whole heap of things. So,
Yeah.
you know, people have to get back spiritually balanced, you know, mentally balanced and so forth, so them can integrate back with them family.
Listen, the Kromanti Experience. Get the experience.
It's more than a tour, it's an
Yeah.
experience.
That's right.